lavender lemonade. I mean, how can you not? I mean, isn't that just pretty? That pretty is the word here. All the dishes here are fantastic here at Drift in Essex. And you better have good looking food like this, especially if you're going to be on the water with beautiful, pretty views. Right, Stu Slocum?
Absolutely. We are so lucky to be here.
I was going to say, do people come for the view and stay for the food, or people come for the food and stay for the view?
You know, they're learning about us, so they're coming for the view, and then they stay for the food, and they come back again and again and again.
That's good strategy. We should say Drift is new here, right in downtown Essex, part of the marina here. Describe in a sentence or two what you got here food-wise.
So right here on the table, we are doing some lobster deviled eggs, shrimp cocktail, and then our famous hot and cold.
All right, you know, I saw them bring this out, Chef Gabe over there, and I went, oh, he's going to cause problems right at the gate. Do people order the cold lobster roll here at Drift?
Yes,
Really?
they do.
Do we have to revoke their citizenship? What happens with that?
You know, we got to scold them a little bit because we know the New England style is on the hot side, but it is delicious and people are loving it too. But the hot lobster roll is definitely the most popular.
Traditional dishes here. I mean, the shrimp cocktail, the cold lobster roll, the hot lobster roll. What makes it stand out? What makes it different?
So the things that make it stand out and the reason people keep coming back, we give you a really healthy portion of lobster.
Always key.
And then we use bread from Wave Hill Breads out in Norwalk.
I was going to say,
roll.
you want to laugh, but as Freddie was getting in close, go ahead, get that shot again, Freddie. I'm looking, you're talking about the lobster roll, and I'm like passing lobster, looking at the rolls.
Yes.
Those are, the buns look fantastic.
So yeah, it's a great bakery. We try to support local whenever we can, but you know, we're using like great claw and knuckle meat. It's delicious. We make our handmade chips in-house.
All right, good stuff. And then I know it's kind of sometimes difficult to come up with new ways to do lobster, but you do lobster deviled eggs here.
Yeah,
I like that.
Chef Dave came up with an amazing menu. We're trying to do little twists on things to kind of elevate them, but still make it very comfortable and have a casual atmosphere, things that you want to share.
Dive into that in a minute because I can eat my weight in deviled eggs. That is a known fact. What do you got here for a drink?
We're known for our cocktails. We have
clearly, I mean, they're good looking.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have our previous business was a mobile bar, a Volkswagen bar bus that we have out front. That is a watermelon margarita. That's been one of our most popular items that we've had in the last 5 years. And then our blueberry lavender lemonade is second. And Natasha comes up with all the cocktails.
I was going to say, we'll meet Natasha later on. We'll see Chef Dave as well. But this is some good stuff. So Drift has been open just this is the first season, right?
Yeah, first season, June 19th is when we opened. And it's been we've been growing every single week.
And why shouldn't you? If the weather is nice, people are out on the water. If the people are out on the water, they're going to be hungry at some point. If they're going to be hungry at some point, they might as well come to the marina and get through the Drift. Do I pretty much have the whole business project laid out?
You know, you have my business plan laid out right there. It's amazing.
Not my first rodeo, Stu. Not one at all. All right, so we're going to be talking to them. We're going to show you that mobile bar coming up later on in the broadcast. We'll see Natasha and Dave. They're all right behind the camera right now, just waiting for me to taste this and see how good this is. You know, it's not hard to mess up deviled eggs, but it is hard to improve on them, and this is really good. Seafood, drinks, view, that's the order you put it. We're going to do it completely backwards here. We are here on the deck here at Drift. This is their first season. They're already killing it here in Essex, which is no small feat, because if you know Essex, this is a tiny little town with, people, when in the restaurant business, they're unforgiving. You give them one shot, and if you don't deliver, you're done. Well, this place is going to be around for a long time. And not just because of the view, but because of good stuff, good food, good drink, right, Natasha Wittick?
That's right.
There you go. She's one of the owners of the joint here. Talk about how do you when you describe what this place is all about. What do you tell people?
Great food, great atmosphere. We pride ourselves in our service and the fact that we've all been doing this for a long time.
There you go. A little experience goes a long way, right?
Absolutely.
We got this is probably the least food and drink we've ever put in a Foodie Friday. One drink, one lonesome drink. What is that and what's in it?
This is our blood orange bourbon smash.
Oh my gosh, I like the sound of that.
Elijah Craig bourbon, fruitful blood orange, fresh squeezed lemon, club soda, little bitters.
It's not just orange, it's blood orange. Now, all right, let's add the food. So like I said, we had, Erica said food, drinks, view. We went view, drinks, and Chef Dave, another veteran of the restaurant and business says, I got you here. Good morning.
We got you. Good morning.
What do you got here?
I like to call this land and sea. So we have a smash burger.
A lot of people are doing the smash burger now. Just right
I
there
know,
on the griddle,
it's
right?
so easy to do, and it's so delicious. Everybody loves them.
And yet you've got a take on it over here to the camera's right. Freddie, pan over. And why just smash burgers? You can
smash a crab cake as well. And that's our C. You got house-made crab cake, some nice lemon aioli on some spring greens on a brioche bun.
Let me ask you again. You've done this for a long time, and you say, okay, a lot of people are doing smash burgers. That's fine. Is it difficult as a chef to come up with new ways to do old stuff?
No, it's not. You just what I like to do is I like to just take like the older classic stuff and then elevate it, make it good, make it fresh, make it taste really delicious.
Absolutely. And in terms of the drinks as well, and what a good way to compliment. I'm itching for that. It's the blood orange I like. But exactly. As soon as we hit commercial, now I'll maybe take a sip. Talk about the bar folks here, because they come first for the view and then the drinks, or is it more like Cheers now where everybody knows your name?
I think that's what it's become.
Yeah.
Everybody knows their name. Absolutely. They come for the food and then the drinks and then the service, and then they keep coming back.
Yeah, we were talking.
And we remember them.
We were talking before, how the summer crowd is a lot different than the winter crowd. The winter crowd are the diehards, but they're also folks here in Essex, and they are some of the greatest people here, even when all the boats come out of the water. So they'll reinvent the menu, they say, every couple of months, because they're going to do only fresh food, so you might as well not have frozen lobster in December. That wouldn't work, right? No. There you go. I got to try this. Guys, smashed crab cake burger. Sounds good to me.
What do you think?
And it tastes good with the great drinks and the view. You got everything you need here. How about we show you something we've never done before? I'm fairly confident in all the years that we've done Foodie Friday, we've never done it on a bus, let alone a VW bus, let alone a VW bus that is turned into a bar. Do I have that right, Natasha Winnick?
Yes, you do.
Okay, how did this happen?
During COVID, we decided we wanted to start a business, mobile bar business, called Whimsically Tipsy. It was his idea, his crazy idea. He chopped the top off and turned us into a bar.
We should point out, is this drivable? No.
Yeah,
It is.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Don't drink and drive, folks. All right, well, you're going to make, I love the name of this drink. Go ahead. What's it called?
It's called Bong Water.
Yeah, so Bong Water was a creation that I had, and I was like, I wanted to make this beautiful, crazy drink, and I was like, but I want to call it Bong Water, and I came through what would be in it. Vita mezcal, so a little bit of smokiness, some lime, pineapple, and passion fruit with some muddled jalapeno. Right. It's a beautiful drink that just kind of hides a little bit of that mezcal flavor, so the tequila's not so in your face, but it just has that smokiness. The passion fruit just rounds it right out and makes it absolutely delicious. And the jalapeno's not there to add spice; it's just there to add a beautiful, bright green note. Put that with the tahini rim. You can add as much of the heat as you want. But I wanted to name it Bong Water because it's something that's decisive.
I was going to say.
But the cocktail the name is divisive, but the cocktail will actually bring people together, and it's because it's so absolutely delicious.
It sounded like such a wonderful way of you describing everything in it. Classy. Oh, they've got it. What do you got? Bong Water. Okay,
take a risk. You
fine.
Take a risk
All right.
to get the reward.
All right, that's a new thing. Yeah, but a classic shrimp and grits is on this great seafood restaurant, which has great views too. We've been promising.
Yes. So the dish that you have here is our classic shrimp and grits. So Dave came up. He's from the South. Made a classic shrimp and grits, Cajun seasoning, sharp cheddar in the grits. It's absolutely delicious, and I thought this would be a good pairing. So you have a little bit of heat here and a little bit of that smokiness here that goes back and forth, and it's just a great play between the two.
I'm still just loving this. That you sit there and you come to the Drift, and you go up to the fine bar, see the fine people, and go, yes, I'd like some shrimp and grits or a hot lobster roll, and give me some Bong Water to go on the side of that.
That's the point.
I think listen, you would never know. That's a fine looking drink, right down to the tahini rib, which I know Tim Lammers loves because he loves that stuff. But yeah, the Bong Water. This is what Drift is all about. It is a lot of fun, and by the way, like I said, in addition to the great food and the drinks, you've got a heck of a view right here on the Connecticut River here in Essex, and I promise you, I promise you, Tim and Erica, we will show you that view in the next hour. We will make up for no view because we're on a VW bus eating grits, which I'm pretty sure I've never done that either, eating grits on a bus. It's a first on all levels. It's a Foodie Friday twofer today. We're here at Drift in Essex. More on them in a second. But the Connecticut River, how beautiful during the summer. Obviously, we're not alone here. A lot of boats there ready to head out. But if you're going to head out, you might as well go on a full stomach, and that's where Drift comes in. Take a look at all of these fantastic dishes, seafood dishes with a little kick here and there. That's the way to describe it, right, Stu Slocum?
Absolutely, yeah. It's elevated food, elevated comfort food that in a casual atmosphere.
I absolutely think that's perfectly described. You guys have been open. This is just your first season.
Correct, yeah.
But they've been in the restaurant biz for a while, all three of them here. What's the audience like when they come in, the customers? Do they come in for the view and then they get the food, or do they come in for the food and get the view?
So a lot of them are just learning that we're here, so they're coming for the view, and then they see the food and they taste the food and see the cocktails and enjoy the vibe, and they're coming back time and time again, and we see a lot of regulars. It's been great.
Freddie's taking a close-up view of all the food, and we'll go through those drinks. There's a new drink right here we haven't shown you yet.
Yep, this is our French Blonde with Highclere Castle gin, a little bit of lilac. It's very upscale, delicious drink. This is our fourth most popular cocktail that we have here.
They have a top five, ladies and
yeah,
gentlemen.
Top five.
They got a hot lobster roll, a cold lobster roll, and everything in between, right, Chef Dave?
Oh yeah, we got it all.
We got a mac and cheese now, a lobster mac and cheese. What makes yours kicked up?
Well, just look at that. I mean, we got all those knuckles and claws. We bring in our lobster fresh, like 4 times a week. So we're doing that with a sharp Vermont cheddar and a Gruyere.
Fresh is the key, right?
Fresh is the key. No frozen here.
Because you know what, especially here in New England, if you're not doing fresh, your customers are going to catch on quick.
100%.
Yeah, and they will run you out of town. I got to tell you, the food here, and by the way, you want a cold lobster roll? There it is. You want a hot lobster roll? There it is. They've got everything in between, smash burgers, shrimp and grits. It's a great, great place. And oh, by the way, there's a view too. I'm going into the lobster mac and cheese, guys. Back to you.